All right, here is another siren review video for you here. All right, you probably would recognize the design of this siren. Most siren enthusiasts know this, but this looks like a Federal Signal Model L. Looks very much like that one right there, right? This is the knockoff Model L made by Vixen horn sirens. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at the tag. So you can see here, this is the Vixen horns VXS-8100 120 volt 4.7 kilogram electromechanical siren. So this is literally a knockoff of the Federal Signal Model L, as seen right here to my right. So yeah, here's a quick review of it. Before I get started, I'm not saying this is a YouTube first, because it's not. A couple other YouTubers have uploaded this model on YouTube, so this is not a first, but I wanted to make an actual review of this siren, just so you know a little bit more about this here. So, taking a look inside, you can see we got the chopper. You actually have this metal piece to prevent your hand from going inside. That's a difference between that and the actual Federal Signal Model L. Taking a look is the same port ratio going around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 port. So this is an 8-port siren, just like the Model L. Another huge difference, besides the looks of the Model L, this is actually a very top-heavy siren. It does not take much for me to make this fall over, so I'm just gonna use one finger here. I'm not gonna use much force. I'm using my non-dominant hand, and it already fell over. I barely gave any force. Let me set that back up there. Whereas with the actual Model L here, let me go ahead and give an example here. Well, it's on a rock, so that's not entirely okay. So with the Model L itself here, it's not as, and honestly I need to tighten the bolts on either side, but the siren base itself is not as top heavy. The reason why it's moving so much, again, I need to tighten these bolts that hold it. Hold the siren in which position you want. And on that note, here's another difference. With this siren, you can actually tighten the bolts based off of just your hands. You could loosen it or tighten it with this, as opposed to needing a tool to do that with this siren. So, but let's go ahead and hear how this thing sounds. So in 3, 2, 1. So yeah, that's what this siren sounds like. It's definitely higher pitched than the original here, and I'm going to show you what the original sounds like here in a sec. But yeah, that thing is a very high pitched siren, but it's not too different from the actual Model L, and we're going to show you that difference right now. So yeah, you can definitely tell that this siren right here has a much longer wind down than its knockoff right there. And it's a little bit lower pitched, running at its full RPM. And not a whole lot difference in how high pitched it is, but still it is not as high pitched as the knockoff here. Okay, so yep, that's gonna be a brief review of this Vixen horns VXS-8100, or in other words, the Vixen horns Model L, if you will. Is this siren worth getting? Is it worth the money? Is it worth the money? I personally think so. I mean, I say this merely because this Model L right here, brand new like this, it's a lot of money. It's amazing how much Federal Signal charges for these sirens. For this being a knockoff, it's not that bad. And also, I gotta say, Vixen horn sirens, you know I have a couple of these already. The Vixen horns 1450 and the Vixen horns 1488. They're both great sirens. This isn't too bad of a siren. If you wanted something that's like the Model L, but you can't quite afford it, this is a good option, I think. I personally think so. It just, you know, there's a few minor things that you can overlook, and it'll be a great siren for you. It'll work great for you, and yeah, it's a great addition to a beginner's collection. One more time, this is the VXS-8100. This is an 8-port siren. It's got a grill over the horn to protect your, to prevent anything from going in as the chopper's going. There's the chopper in there. Looks really nice. Comparison and contrast, difference of coloring at the chopper right there. You can see that it's silver along here. It's red along there. This is right here a 3-wire siren. This is only a 2-wire siren. Makes it a lot easier to wire up. Thanks again for watching. Stay tuned for more videos on this siren model. Thanks again for watching, and take care.